Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm Joyce Brooks, the chairman of the BJCTA. I'm happy to be here with four of my board members, Ms. Patricia Henderson, Mr. Reginald Jeter, Mr. Ron Lyons, our dean, Ms. Johnny Lasker, and our board support star Culpepper. Okay. Did I click? I did not mean to click. It's moving by itself. Well, I can always regroup. We're talking about leadership and direction. As you read the headlines, you see that Birmingham has had its challenges as relates to our leadership, our financials, our fleet, our media, and it goes on and on. But it is a new day at the BJCTA. As you see from just the headlines, this is just a snapshot of some of the challenges since January 1st, 2012. If you notice this last one, there was a call for a new board. So we have been faced with some things. We've had the community to go to City Hall. We've had a lot of things, but change is not coming for Birmingham at this point. It's here. And since it's moving by itself forward, I'll talk fast and then capture it. Since October 1st, taking over as chair, we've had several improvements. The last slide was a new board member. We have new officers to the board. We have a new executive director to the board. Next slide. We're now getting our new intermodal facility, which was at risk just 6 months ago of not happening. We participated in the National Dump the Pump Day. That was well received. And we, for the first time, had legislation passed in Montgomery, Alabama in 40 years, which is, believe it or not, the first time we've had something to pass. So we have progress in progress, and our motto is one team, one goal. And that is a new motto which the board adopted when we had our board retreat as we developed our strategic plan. That's me. You're the chair. First female chair to sit as long. We had one prior to. I think she stayed for 3 months before impeachment.
Oh my God. 4
months. Okay. We have new board members being sworn in. We have a new team in place, and the middle picture is our mayor. We're in a unique position at Birmingham. The city is our biggest customer with 90%. We have new buses, that CNG, by the way, that's in progress of being delivered, and hope to break ground on the new intermodal facility by the end of the summer. New partnerships, that's me along with the mayor and the governor and legislators and partners in the city. So what's next? The most improved transit system in the nation. So that's our goal. And that went fast, and we can make that stop. Can you make that stop? That's a strike. Okay, so that was a quick. What I wanted to show was, in just such a short period of time, BJCTA has transitioned. Those headlines were started from January 1st, 2012. The negative ones, and they ended around about October 2012. Since October, which has not been a full year, we have made major progress for our agency, which clearly is a result of a commitment of our board. Our board that's in place now, I'm so proud of them. We have a very diverse board based upon race, gender, age, experience, personalities. But one thing our board does have in common that I see right now is that there is a true commitment to the transit system. I can't say it's always been that way. I can't speak for the past. But the board that's in place now truly works together, and we can agree to disagree. But at the end of the day, we make decisions. That's what's in the best interest of us all. And once the decision is made, we support it. It hasn't always been that way. We would leave a meeting and someone would have their own statements, okay? So what does it boil down to about the leadership in the new direction? First and foremost, the expectations are clear. There are clear expectations that's been set forth by the board, by the staff, by the community. We have a very active ridership that does not have a problem articulating their expectations. And they truly are customers and not riders. When it comes to our motto, the one team, one goal, what that really means is we have 5 core values that everyone is committed to exercising. That's integrity, trust, commitment, teamwork, and attitude. When I first became chair, we sent every employee along with the board a cube that had one team, one goal on it with those 5 core values to remind everyone daily, we're one team. We're not the union and the company. We're not the staff and the board. We are one team. And I say that over and over, so much so you have some people in our city leadership that I saw some cubes on their desk. I'm like, where'd they come from? But in either case, we're getting buy-in. When it comes to change, which we are in a period of change, it's about adapting. And I'm reminded by that statement, if you always did what you always done, you always get what you always got. So I'm reminded that if the community desires what they've always had, don't expect change. You know, we cannot fulfill your request if we're going to continue to do the same things we've done in the past. And I do recognize that change is hard for some people. Change may hurt, but the reality of it is we know what's not working. Give us an opportunity to put into place those things we believe will work. When it comes to communication, we must have transparency, and we must just deal with the facts. I'm reminded by another phrase, facts and emotions. Emotions cannot change the facts, but facts can change the emotions. We were faced with a pension challenge, such that if we didn't make the appropriate changes, we would not have had a pension in 2021. So that required to deal with facts and with, union employees, knowing that their retirement is at risk, they're paid into it. Very sensitive topic. But fortunately, communicating, being transparent, and dealing with facts, we have now addressed that what could have potentially been a crisis for our agency has now been resolved. And we also at that same time approved our labor agreement because we came to the table, we dealt with facts, we were transparent, and we communicated. And for the first time, we now have a 3-year contract. In the past, we renewed every year our contract, so you spend half the year arguing about what was happening, and now you're trying to work on another one. When it comes to being strategic, the board had a retreat initially, and we developed the vision, the mission, and the motto. And we set some key areas. Then we had a retreat with the board and the staff and drilled down into things. Also, when it comes to being strategic, when you look at where you are, we look at the past as an opportunity to learn from it. We look at the future as an opportunity to vision and plan. And we look at today as give it all that we got. And that's in whatever role you're in. Unfortunately, there was a time in our history that we tend to get out of our lane, which I kind of heard a little bit in the previous session. It gave me a little heartburn, but he clarified, okay, what he did. But in our case, there were times that we had board members getting in staff lane, staff members getting in board lane, and I can't parallel my car, so I just stay in my lane and just serve as chair, okay? And I appreciate that commitment from our board members and staff when it comes to being accountable for what you're responsible for, because every individual on the BJC TA team is valued and respected, and I don't care if you're sweeping the floor, driving the bus, putting paper in the copy machine, We need everybody to do the best job that they can in the role that they're in. When it comes to recognition, if you don't care who gets the credit, everybody wins. What I have observed since October 1st, since I've taken over as chair, is that we're all in it together. And if you're familiar with college football in Alabama, we really love college football, Alabama and Auburn. And we take the philosophy of we want to win. Some players don't even get on the field, but they wear their jersey after you get that championship like they were on the last play. And that's the way we are at the agency. Continue to promote and encourage that if one person on the team wins, we all win. We cannot do it by ourselves. When it comes to accountability, I mentioned we stay in our lane. And lastly, at the end of the day, results count. No excuses. Let's get it done. So that's the new day at the BJCTA. I will not say, but you can infer what you like. For the first time, we have a female executive director. First time we have a female chair that's been seated for longer than 4 months. And our entire executive board is female. And we have some great guys who know how to work with us. Thank you.
Dean, I'm not sure if I'm ready to step up and be next after someone from the BGCTA. You guys do a wonderful job, and I love your enthusiasm. I know only good things are happening.